All y'all out there, the 1122 Wingnut Radio out here on the side. I'm back in the shop again today, and I'm making some more knives. Now, I'm making some more of these Skinner knives. I got two of them that I just finished shaping the handles on, and I got one more to do. I just pulled it out of the clamps. And this is the wood I was using. Actually, what the wood on a normal basis. Here, let's walk out here. On the normal basis, generally, what I'll do is I go out on the property and I'll cut down these trees that grow out pretty straight out there on the property, and I got to let them dry out. They're not quite dried out yet. So, I had to improvise. And I don't know exactly what kind of wood it is, but it's really nice looking wood. But it started out as a pool stick. Or I don't know exactly what kind of wood tree it started out as, but I cut the part of the handle off. You know, I cut off sections about that big, cut it in half, and shape it down to scales, and I'm using that as a handle. Alright, and that's on a general basis of what I've been doing lately and what I'm doing right now. I'm tempted because I like how this one turned out, and I'm thinking about keeping this one. You know, because normally I end up selling everything. I don't really keep a lot of my stuff, which I really have. I don't have one of these yet, so I'm thinking I might keep one. I don't know, but how these things start out is they're lawnmower blades, and what I'll do is I'll come out here to my pile of material, which is just a whole bunch of old lawnmower blades. Now, every once in a while, I've got some new ones. Actually, these two are brand spanking new, but the guy that gave them to me, he said the center hole didn't match his mower, and he didn't know that until after he bought them, and he wasn't going to just throw them away, so he gave them to me. So I got two brand new ones here. But on a majority basis, what I do is I ended up getting old ones that people are ending up going to throw away or scrap or whatever anyway. And also saw blades. I'll get old, used saw blades that anybody is eventually just going to throw away anyway, man. And so that's my pile of materials that I've been using, and that's on a I don't really do a lot of blacksmithing when it comes down to using those things. I mean, yeah, I do got to heat them up in the forge, and then I got to flatten them back out. That's about all the blacksmithing that comes down to it. And this is just a piece of saw blade I cut out, and I use this for a template. And and then I'll get some lawnmower blades that I've flattened out already, draw it out there, and then I'll take my angle grinder and use the cut wheel, cut out the shape, basic shape of it, and then I'll grind down the shape real refined. And on these, I'm putting 2 pins in it, so I'll drill the holes for the pins, sharpen the blade, not sharp, but I'll just sharpen it, and then I'll end up after that, and then I'll throw it into the forge and do 3 heats. I'll heat it up, let it cool, heat it up again, let it cool, heat it up again, let it cool, and then I'll heat it up one last time, and then I'll quench it. So I'm retempering it, and then I'm hardening the blade, and then I'll put the handle on, shape the handle up. What I use is tung oil. I'll put tung oil onto the onto the handle, and then I'll sharpen the blade sharp, and then that's pretty much done. And I mean, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Oldtimer, the brand Oldtimer. They used to make little Skinner knives kind of like these, and that's the model I basically modeled these after. It's because I really like Oldtimer. I've got an Oldtimer folding knife that I've been carrying around for 30 years, man. It's been a damn good knife, and it's a really good brand. I mean, I like the Oldtimer knives, man. So yeah, and the Skinner knives are nice. This is those are some of those daggers or boot knives or whatever you want. People think they're like throwing knives, but I mean, I'd like something a little bit thicker than that personally for a throwing knife. But this is another skinning knife that I'm thinking about. I'm not sure yet, but I'm thinking about building. But I drew that out, and I might do that. I'll cut that out, make that as a template, and do the same thing like I did over there, and yeah, give it a shot. I mean, it is hunting season, you know, people are gonna want skinning knives and stuff like that. And this is my my little, hey, I did some modifications to this thing because my dear brass piece kept on falling out. That glue wasn't sticking, so I ended up putting pins in it and shaping the wood a little bit better, and I ended up putting another block on this, block on that, just kind of keep. And I got to engrave these numbers in better. I got to engrave these numbers in better, man, because they're starting to get faded out where I can barely see them, and my eyes are not as good as they used to be. But anyway, oh yeah, and I need to get some more of this bandsaw blade. This bandsaw blade off of a sawmill is what I was making my fillet knives out of, because it's got a lot more flex to it. So you can, like, you know, when you're filleting a fish, you need that flex on your blade. So that's what I was using. I need to get more of that though. I need to find somebody that's got some old bandsaw blades that you know, are dull or whatever, and they're just going to throw them away. I need to maybe go to a machine shop or something like that, and when they throw away old bandsaw blades, or when they get old and they replace them, you know, save them so I'll come and pick them up or whatever, and that can be, I'll turn that into a knife. But anyway, this is what I got going on today. Hopefully everybody's staying dangerous and safe, dangerous and free people out there in the world. This is the 1122 Wingnut Radio out here for Anarchy Television. And hey y'all, get out and make something. You know what I'm saying? Get out and make something. You know, I mean, that's another reason why I like making this stuff, is because, you know, this will probably be around a lot long after I'm dead and gone, and it will still be used. You know what I'm saying? So get out and make something. And you know, y'all have a good one out there. 1122 Wingnut Radio, back out.